Hello folks. So what we're going to do today is going to be, hopefully by my standards anyway, a fairly quick and simple little video. And I'm doing this here because I want to try to just get a message across to people that I seem to have failed to do so by using other means. So I figure if I have a little video here that I can reference to people, it might make the situation a little bit easier to understand. So we're sitting here just on my little website, and what we're going to be discussing today is how support works for the open source PCBs and boards that I sell, and the main differences between the support that one will get for an open source product and the traditional commercial supplier kind of a situation. So basically I have a little web shop here where I sell anything from bare PCBs to completed, built and tested boards for various designs that I've done for things like running Tesla drive units, Toyota Prius inverter, Nissan Leaf inverter and various other things. And there'll be more stuff coming on here very, very soon, but we're not going to deal with that. That'll be dealt with in a separate video which will update people on the web shop. So we're going to take the example here whereby somebody may wish to purchase one of these boards here for a Tesla large drive unit. Now, the process that I'm about to describe and the various mechanisms that I'm about to describe will apply to any of the open source boards here, whether it be for Tesla or Toyota or anything that you may find here. So there's a couple of things that I want to point out, but I'm going to start with the most important one, and that is how this and the other products on here are supported. Now, in a traditional business customer arrangement, people have, and quite rightly, would be entitled to a certain level of support for a product that they pay money for. And that support can be in the shape of having instruction manuals, having a point of contact for solving problems, warranty support in the event of a problem, etc. Now, the most important thing that I need people to comprehend is that that does not apply to the products here on my web shop. Some does, but not in the way that I've just described. So if we go ahead and wish to consider purchasing a board, the number one thing that you must understand is that the support for this and any other board is provided solely by a dedicated support thread on the Open Inverter forum. So, for example here, this being the Tesla large drive unit logic board, if we go to the link here, and the link is here, I'm just going to copy that link here, which is the openinverter.org/forum. That brings us to the landing page for the Open Inverter forum. And we will now find here under hardware a sub-forum for Tesla. We click on that. And in this subforum up here at the very top, you will find 3 pinned threads, and these are the support threads for the boards that you will find here on the web shop. So here we have the Tesla large drive unit support thread. We would then click on that. The first post on here I do try to keep updated as things change, and it will have a series of links here that will bring you to things like the web shop, GitHub, where you can see the schematics and the wiring diagrams, a link to the firmware, and so forth. Now, the thread at the time of making this video is 23 pages long. And I have put here in large text to please use the search function on the thread before asking a question, because you will probably get an answer much faster that way. This thread here is a de facto instruction manual. And what we will see here is we will see, as questions have been asked by both customers and people that have made the boards themselves, there is a knowledge base here where I have and others have answered questions that may arise. So this is your primary place to get support for the Tesla large drive unit board that you would purchase here. Then there are threads for small drive unit, charger, etc. And anything that I have on here will have a corresponding support thread here on the Open Inverter forum. And this is how we as a community support the boards and associated products that we sell. Personally, I do not offer one-to-one support for any products on here. Okay, I need to make that expressly clear. So I do not offer email or telephone or Skype or any other support mechanism. You must be prepared to support yourself and engage with the community on the forum here to answer specific questions that you may have relating to a board purchase or build or anything else. Now, obviously, there are some exceptions. For example, if you were to purchase a built and tested board here, and for whatever reason it were to be non-functional due to a build problem or something like that, of course then I will support you. I will take the board back, diagnose it, either fix it or supply a replacement board free of charge. And I have done that for people that have encountered problems. But I must stress it one more time, folks, the instruction manual for your board is the relevant support thread on the Open Inverter forum. Okay? Moving along here, just to the next question that I get asked, and it is, again, all of these will be the very same. The price that you pay, and by the way, these prices will change, but that's coming up in a future announcement. Changing downwards, I might add. So, let's have a look here, because I just get asked this all the time, and it can be, as I'm sure you can imagine, somewhat frustrating. The price that you see here on any board, be it this board or anything on the shop here, includes worldwide tracked postage. So this price is the price that you pay. The web shop will not add anything else. So you can be on any part of planet Earth and that is the price that you pay. Okay? There are no tax or other surcharges applicable. This is the price. The price is in euros. Okay? So you can convert that with any online currency converter to your relevant currency. Okay? Secondly, you will find here for all the boards again a link to the GitHub repository where all of the design files for the board, including schematics, PCB layouts, Gerber files, bill of materials, errata sheets, and any information for the relevant board will be on that GitHub link. Where possible, there will be a link to a YouTube video that has some relevance to the board. And in this case here, there is a YouTube link that you can follow to see a prototype board being tested. The delivery presently I have here listed at 1 to 3 weeks from order, and that depends on stock level. If I have a board in stock, obviously you're going to get that board faster. If I have to order it from a manufacturer, that's going to take a little bit more time. So that is just very quick little run through of how the support mechanism for anything that you purchase here on the EVBMW web shop works. So it'll apply for Tesla, for example here. The Nissan Leaf one will have the very same setup again. There will be a link to the Open Inverter forum, a relevant support thread, anything that's important relating to it. For example, here there is a note that the software is in early stages of development as of August 2019. A relevant video here showing the prototype being tested in one of my vehicles. So this is how the support works, folks. So please do not contact me looking for one-to-one support for a board that you've either purchased or built yourself or something like that, because that facility is not available from me. Now the reason for that is quite simply that I have such a plethora of projects and commitments that it's not a question of not wanting to. Of course, I would love to, but I simply don't have the time and energy bandwidth to answer the same question again and again. And that is where the power of the forum and the support thread will not just help me, but it will help you, because the answers to your questions, chances are, have already been answered within the relevant support thread. Now, I'm going to finish up just on one note, because what I do frequently hear back from people then is that, oh, you know, I need to get my car up and running in such and such a time. I don't have time to wade through so many pages of a support thread looking for answers. I need answers now, and I need to know that I'm supported and warranted and all of that type of thing. Now, if that is what you as a customer or someone looking to build a vehicle or whatever, if that is what you need, then I must respectfully suggest that this is the wrong place for you to be. And what you need to do is to go to one of the many commercial vendors that offer just that service amongst other things. There are many out there now that offer plug and play kits, full support, warranty. You know, they will even travel to you and get your car going. Obviously all of that costs more, but that is the service that you are paying for. One of them that I can very highly recommend, as I have done business with them in the past personally, are Zero EV in the UK. And they offer a range of products, from boards to complete vehicle builds to plug and play kits and so forth. This is their address here. It is zero-ev.co.uk. So folks, I'm going to wrap up with that, okay? Just needed to get this message out there, and I figured a little video is probably the best way to do that, where I can show you what's going on. I will put a link in the description, obviously, to the web shop, to the Open Inverter forum here, and indeed to Zero EV. I won't clutter the links with the usual Patreon, PayPal crap. We will keep this as tidy as we can, so that you can see precisely what your choices are. So folks, I'm going to leave it there. As usual, do not forget to dislike, do not share this, and whatever you do, don't even think about subscribing to my crappy channel. Now, we will have some exciting announcements for you on our new PCB builds, price drops on the shop, and shop updates, hopefully very, very soon. And by that, I mean in the next few days. So we will get back to you then with some regularly scheduled programming. So until then, don't do anything too crazy, and happy open source board building.